Hey guys, HDvee here. In today's video we'll be taking a look at my personal team for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon that I will most likely be using throughout the game. I've seen a lot of people do this type of video and they are usually pretty well received, so I thought why not try it out for myself. I know that obviously there has been a huge leak from the demo of the Pokedex for Sun and Moon, so let me just say now that there will be absolutely no spoilers in this video. With all of that being said, let's get started. Okay, so the first Pokemon on my team is Litten or TORRACAT. It was literally a juggle between Rowlet and Litten from when they were first announced, but I did like TORRACAT a lot more than Dartrix or Daytrix or whatever you want to call it, and so I believe that I'm going to go with Litten. I have personally seen the leaks of the third stage evolutions, but I'm not going to let that decide what my team is for this video, because obviously, like I said at the start, I'm not going to let the leaks, there's going to be no spoilers of the leaks or anything in this video, so it's literally just based on these two second evolutions, and from these two second evolutions I love TORRACAT a lot more than Dartrix. I just love the design of it and everything. So far we know that it gets Ember, Growlithe, Leer, Firefang and Flamethrower. Whether that means it's going to be a special or physical attacker, I don't know. I can see it being a mixed attacker, maybe some sort of like Infernape kind of Pokemon, because obviously Infernape can be run physical or special. So yeah, it does get access to Flamethrower and Firefang, both physical and special type moves. But TORRACAT is definitely going to be my, well, Litten is going to be my starter Pokemon, and TORRACAT, what it evolves into is definitely something that I want to get involved with, and that is going to be the first Pokemon on my list. I just love the design of it. The colours go really well, and I love the bell on its neck. Obviously it's resembling a cat, and cats usually sometimes have bells on their collar. I love the eyes as well, and the red kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, just the red thing above its eyebrows, like its eyebrows that go into the top of its head. And yeah, just the design of it. I love the black and red, how they intertwine and everything, and yeah, it's just a really good Pokemon, and the design's incredible. And like I said, this will be my starter Pokemon, and the first Pokemon on my team for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Okay, so my second Pokemon on the team will be Rockruff's evolution, LYCANROC, but the midday form is obviously only available in Pokemon Sun, but I'm going to be getting Pokemon Sun anyway. Well, I'll probably be getting both, but Pokemon Sun is the game that I will be playing through on the channel. We know it gets Bite, Excel Rock and Stone Edge, which is pretty cool. Stone Edge is going to hit hard. It's going to be obviously Stab, because we know that this is a rock type Pokemon. I do like it a lot more than the Midnight form. I just love the colours and just the design of it in general. I love how the really light brown goes with the dark brown and the white. It just really flows well. I just have a natural love for Pokemon like that, that have like a realistic feature about them. Obviously this is like a wolf dog kind of Pokemon. Litten's like Litten and TORRACAT are like cat-like Pokemon. And yeah, the thing about that is it's like Eevee as well. Eevee looks like a very realistic Pokemon. It's just I don't know what it is about them. I don't know whether it's the fur or something, or just how they stand on four legs. I don't know. I just love something about that. But TORRACAT is probably like my top 5 favorite Pokemon now. And we don't even know anything about his stats or anything. I do feel like it's going to be the more bulkier of the two, because the Midnight form looks kind of like frail, but like it'd be fast and physically attacking, with its like claws and everything, and it's standing on 2 legs. Whereas the Midday form looks like it can take a few hits. Looks like it might be able to learn the move like Morning Sun or something, similar to like Espeon and Umbreon, in the way that Umbreon's bulky and Espeon's the like damage dealer, but obviously this time swap round, so the day Pokemon is the bulky one this time. I don't know, I'm just spewing things out there, but yeah, so LYCANROC is going to be my second Pokemon on my Sun and Moon team. Okay, so the third Pokemon on my Pokemon Sun and Moon team is Tsarina, I think that's how you pronounce it. It is a grass type Pokemon. It does get the Trop Kick move and the ability Queenly Magistry, and I'm pretty sure they are unique to this Pokemon, which does give it a lot of things surrounding it that could happen. It could be very good in the competitive scene. I really like the design of it. Literally all of these Pokemon that I'm putting on my team is literally just a combination of the design and well, pretty much just the design. Like the Pokemon that I really like the look of are kind of just going onto my team. I'm trying to balance it around and like the competitive side. So obviously so far we've got a fire, grass and rock type, which kind of goes to well together. And but I really love how it's kind of like a little bit like Roserade in the way of how it looks. But this time it's just kind of like standing up straight. It is a third stage evolution, obviously evolves from Steenie and Bounsweet. How it's going to evolve into them, I don't know. It does get the moves Magical Leaf, Sleep Powder and Drop Kick so far as we know. I feel like it's going to get a lot more moves like Leaf Storm, maybe even Spore, something like that. Obviously like Leech Seed, Giga Drain, probably all the big grass type hitting moves. I can feel it being like a bulky special attacking Pokemon. But obviously we don't actually know any of the stats of these Pokemon. I'm literally just going off my what the design looks like. But I do really like this grass type Pokemon. It's probably gonna be one of the best grass type Pokemon in the competitive scene. Looking at it, maybe outclassing Roserade, although Roserade is grass and poison, isn't it? So it will be better against Tsarina. But you know what I mean. Just in general. The grass type, it will be one of the best in the competitive scene. Probably not as good as Serperior, because Serperior's ability of Contrary is kind of broken. But I don't know, we'll just have to see what the stats are like when Pokemon Sun and Moon are released. But yeah, this Tsarina is taking the third spot on my Sun and Moon team. Okay, so the fourth spot on my Pokemon Sun and Moon team belongs to Kommo-o. It is the most likely pseudo-legendary of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. It is a dragon and fighting type, not something I believe that has been done before on the top of my head. I don't think so. It knows the move Headbutt, Dragon Tail, Sky Uppercut and Clanging Scales. Clanging Scales is, I believe, a unique move to this Pokemon. And it has the abilities Bulletproof and Soundproof. The design of it looks really cool, like all the like yellow scale kind of like things make it look like armor. Just that it's going to be like a very bulky Pokemon, but also can probably hit very hard as well. And if it is the pseudo legendary, you know, its stats are going to be amazing. I love all three of these Pokemon, Jangmo-o, Hakamo-o, and then obviously Kommo-o. I need to find a nickname because these names are difficult to pronounce. But yeah, I love all of these. Probably not going to be able to get one of these Pokemon until the late stages of Pokemon Sun and Moon. But regardless of that, I still want it in my team. It's probably going to be one of those Pokemon that evolve at like level 55. The high ranges, you know, hard scale up, but it's worth it in the end. And Dragon and Fighting is good, but obviously Fairy is going to absolutely destroy this Pokemon. But luckily it gets like Soundproof to stop things like Hyper Voice from like Mega Altaria and, you know, Pokemon that get Pixelate and stuff like that, so Sylveon and stuff, I believe. I don't know, I'm kind of just spewing out information here and I'm not 100% sure if it's accurate. This is all kind of just done on the spot, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. Pretty sure Soundproof blocks out sound-based moves, so yeah, like Hyper Voice and stuff. So that is kind of good against those. But yeah, Fairy type moves are going to hurt this thing a lot. So, and most Fairy type moves are like specially attacking, so I could see the special defense of this Pokemon being quite high, but I don't really know. But I do really love the design of this thing. I love the tail. The tail looks like it's really powerful. Obviously it learns Dragon Tail, and it should, because that tail looks like it could definitely hurt you. But yeah, Kommo-o is taking the number 4 spot on my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. Okay, so the number 5 spot on my team belongs to Silvally, who is the evolution of Type Null. This Pokemon looks incredible. I wouldn't be surprised if it has a huge part to play in the storyline. The ability is the Arceus system, which obviously stands for Arceus, because it obviously can, its multi-attack, I believe, turns its typing and everything. And the type attack will be different every time or something. I don't know how it's going to work. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do know it has like an Arceus feel to it. So far we do know it learns Tri-Attack, Crush Claw and Multi-Attack. It looks absolutely incredible. Just the top half of it, just the face with like the silver thing on its head, and it's just like when the helmet breaks off of Type Null. It obviously goes into this, because the body's literally the exact same, it's just the helmet's breaking off and then it's kind of just like spewing out. But regardless of that, like, I really like Type Null when that was announced, but as soon as SILVALLY was announced, that was kind of just like, you know, I need that thing in my life ASAP. But it absolutely looks incredible, and like Komodo, I can see this being something you get later in the game, but definitely well worth it. It could even be maybe a legendary, I don't know, because we do have legendaries that evolve, like Fion into Manaphy. Does Fion evolve into Manaphy? It doesn't, does it? Off the top of my head, did I just say that? It doesn't. No, Manaphy lays Fion eggs, but I don't think Fion can. No, Fion can't evolve into Manaphy, but Manaphy lays Fion eggs. So yeah, it could be a legendary evolution, or it could just be a really strong Pokemon in the game. But regardless of that, it's still definitely going on my team. It's 7'7" tall. It is a big boy, people. And obviously with the Arceus system as its ability is a very unique Pokemon, but definitely taking the number 5 spot on my Pokemon Sun and Moon team. Okay, so the last spot on my Pokemon Sun and Moon team is Passimian. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's the Pokemon Sun exclusive Pokemon. Obviously the other one is Oranguru, who is the Pokemon Moon exclusive Pokemon, and I just absolutely love the design of this Pokemon. It does get the ability Receiver, which obviously, like in the trailer we saw, when in double battles, something like VGC and stuff, when the Pokemon beside you, besides Passimian faints, it gets that ability. So if you obviously lost something with Levitate, Passimian would gain the Levitate ability. So it is pretty cool. It is fighting type, and I know I already have the fighting type with the Komodo Pokemon. But it's an in-game team, so it doesn't have to be the most competitive thing out there. We obviously know that the only move so far that this Pokemon learns is Fling, but obviously it gets its unique ability in Receiver. And because obviously Oranguru has its a unique move, Instruct. I think it allows the Pokemon to attack twice up next to it. I think off the top of my head, I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure it does though. But yeah, like I said, it is exclusive to Pokemon Sun, so I definitely will be playing Pokemon Sun on my channel, because 2 of the Pokemon on my team are exclusive to Pokemon Sun, so I kind of need to play Pokemon Sun on my channel. But no, I really like this Pokemon. It looks like it should be grass and fighting, and not just solely fighting, but obviously, you know, because Oranguru has 2 typings, it's normal and psychic type, and Passimian only has fighting type. But you never know, maybe something's gonna happen, I don't even know, but Passimian is definitely taking my number 6 spot on my Pokemon Sun and Moon team, and yeah, that kind of wraps up the team. But with that wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. That's everything from me though, so thanks for watching guys, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.